I'm Lucy.
I'm Amelia.
Welcome to
Two girls,
All the Tea. So grab a cuppa
and join us. Welcome back to another ACOWAR review.
Ooh.
So today we're doing both ACOWAR and ACOFAS.
ACOFAS.
Yeah. Because ACOFAS is too small, we're not going to make a full episode out of
Yeah, no, we can.
She's tiny, not a lot happens.
She's tiny.
We'll get into that though. So ACOWAR, God, I feel like the last episode we were like, oh no, that happens in the next book. We've been going through this book going, oh, it did actually happen in the last book.
Yeah, it happened in the last book. Honestly, we're not too sure what happened in this book.
This book was just like the war.
I feel like it was like
ACOWAR, it was the war.
ACOWAR. It was literally like plot.
It was.
Every page there was a new plot line, but then at the same time, I don't know what happened.
I couldn't tell you what the plot line was.
I honestly, I feel like it didn't have it was just so much.
Yeah, it was so much. But it started out obviously with Feyre back in the Spring Court.
Yeah.
Basically,
yes.
She just tore that to the ground. She was like, I'm going to infiltrate this and I'm just going to tear it to the ground. But my favourite bit that I've highlighted here is when she has a nightmare and she decides that she's going to go to Lucian because she knows Tamlin will find them together. Yeah. And she's being all flirty with Lucian. She's she was got her hands on his chest, and she's like, "I had a nightmare," and he's like, "Oh, are you okay?" And then Tamlin walks in. What's going on? Lucian whipped his head toward the door. Tamlin stood there, face a mask of cold calm. The beginnings of claws glinted at his knuckles. Wow, I can't read today. But yeah, and then it's she's like, "Oh, I just had a nightmare. I just didn't want to wake the house. I didn't want to wake you, baby. I just thought I'd go to your best friend."
That is wild. She was wild.
She was wild for that.
What are you doing?
She knew what she was doing. Because then it's when it later on when she says, "I waited the 5 minutes it took Tamlin to decide not to kill Lucian," and then smiled.
That is wild. The fact she was like, yeah, he might kill him, but that's okay.
She was like, it's part of my plan. It's fine.
Collateral damage.
Yeah, I really loved how Sarah J. Maas wrote that because it's the whole thing was she kind of wrote it in a way where it was like, okay, so this is what's going on, but in Feyre's head it was, and guess who did that?
Oh my god!
It was stuff like, oh, I had a nightmare, I went to Lucian, but guess what?
Yeah, for real. She had that. The fact that she literally was like. Yeah, everything was just oh my gosh, this has happened. And guess who that was?
Yeah, literally.
And you'll never guess who.
And you'll never guess why.
That is wild.
But yeah,
that happened for so many pages. I'm obsessed.
I know. It was a good 100 pages that she was still in the Spring Court. And she just tore the whole thing to the ground. She was like, I don't care.
You know what? Controversially, I think it was really cool. But controversially, I did feel a little bit bad for Tampon.
Yeah, but he was on Highburn's side.
Yeah, I know, but a tiny bit, it's literally a tiny. I'm an empath, okay? I'm an empath.
To be fair, I get the whole thing of he thought Feyre was genuinely in love with him.
Yeah,
and she was going behind his back.
Then he had nothing. He didn't even have a court left.
Yeah, she literally destroyed everything.
She destroyed everything in his life. I feel like she could have left one thing.
Yeah, didn't he turn back into a beast and just started roaming the forest?
Because I feel like in Silver Flames, Rhys goes there and he's
a beast.
In this one, which I haven't highlighted, but at some point in this one.
That's in ACOFAS for the people listening.
In ACOFAS, yeah. In ACOFAS, he goes back and he's there was nothing there.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
But then again, he was on the side of Highburn.
Well, yeah, I do get that, but I don't know.
I feel like he was a very bad person.
It was a tough read for the empath in me. I feel like everyone deserves love. That woman in Mean Girls, where she's we can all make rainbow kisses. We all just get along.
You don't even go here.
Yeah,
that was literally what happened.
Yeah.
Favourite to Ianthe. You don't even go here.
Oh, we used to get into that.
Inga. So if you didn't watch the last episode, Lucy can't pronounce any of the names in this book.
It's Inga.
So for some reason, Ianthe is Inga.
Well, I read it and my brain says Inga. It looks nothing like Inga.
Amarantha was Amanda,
and then we have Calamari.
Yeah, there was that Andreas. There was Andrew.
Oh,
that didn't age well with what's going on with Andrew.
Oh.
Anyway, get a bit of news in there for you. So later on, obviously, she and Lucian leave the Spring Court. They're running back to the Night Court. She's like, "Come with me to the Night Court," and he's like, "Okay, why not?" He's like, "Well, that's where my mate is, so sure." Because his whole obsession with Elaine.
Oh my god.
Anyway, so as they're running, they run into Eris and his brothers and stuff, who like start to fight them because I don't even know why. I guess because they hate Lucian because it's their
Who
brother.
was he? Is he the Autumn Court?
Yeah,
Yeah, he
Autumn
was
Court.
Lucian's
He's
brother.
Lucian's brother,
Oh.
and isn't Lucian like the runt of the family? I guess.
Oh no, he's like this like sibling rivalry. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's giving like when your sibling like hides the remote. I don't know. Like, but it's just like so petty. I'm like, just get over
they were
it.
just rage baiting everyone.
For real.
Yeah, and then this bit, I literally screamed reading this. A shadow slammed into the earth before us, cracking the ice toward every horizon. Not a shadow, an Illyrian warrior? Illyrian warrior?
Yeah.
7 red siphons glinted over his scale black armor as Cassian tucked in his wings and snarled at Eris with 5 centuries worth of rage.
That was a silent
Stop it!
scream.
And then it's later on, another impact struck the ice behind us. Shadows skittered in its wake. Asriel.
Oh,
are you joking?
Aura.
Oh my god! When I read that, I was
God.
literally like kicking my feet, like
Wait, can I ask a question? What
on.
are the symphony things?
Siphons. Is it siphons? Siphons? I don't know.
Symphonies.
They're what give them power, isn't it? Or is it what? I don't even know.
So can anyone have them?
No, I think it's just like Illyrians. Illyrians? I don't know what they are.
Know. So it's just them. Are they
Pretty
like?
much.
Are they like little like necklaces? Do you
I
reckon?
think they're like on their hands.
Oh,
from like fan art I've seen. I think they're like on their hands,
it's like
and
a
chest.
bracelet.
I don't know.
It's like in their skin.
I can't even lie to you. No, I think it's like on their armor.
Oh, okay.
And I think it helps control their power. The whole thing is that Cassian and Asriel have more siphons than any Illyrian warrior because they're both so powerful that they need more.
So cool.
They need more to like help control it.
Okay, well I'll contact Sarah about this.
Sarah, you will be getting an email.
I'll get an email. I don't know what that is. That's my
it's
own
like the whole
issue.
thing with like Moore's power being truth. What does that mean? My
What does
power
that
is
mean?
truth. Okay, but you lied. So what? You can lie?
For real?
Can you tell when people are telling lies?
truth?
And she's like, oh well, no, I didn't even know that. Like, I can't remember. Eris was like, what? Then how is your power true?
I don't
What
know.
do you mean?
I don't
What does
know.
that mean?
I will find out one day. If anyone knows, let us know.
Oh my god. But yeah, obviously this book, because Elaine and Nesta have been turned into fairies,
Yes.
they're both like, well, yeah, they're both depressed. They deal with it in very different ways. I feel like Nesta becomes very angry. She's already a very angry person. She becomes very angry. Elaine just kind of like stops existing.
Like, She
isolates herself. And obviously because for Elaine it's a lot more difficult because she had that like fiance. Was it Grayson? Someone like that? Back in like the human world. And she's now like, well, he won't want to be with me because I'm fae. And now I've got this weird redhead. Oh, I shouldn't swear, but I've got this weird redhead fae, like, who says I'm his mate, and I don't want anything to do with him. Like, what? Keeps showing up, trying to give me like Christmas presents. Just go away. She's like, I'm depressed. Okay, leave me alone.
It's like, have a necklace.
She's like, no. But I felt really bad for Elaine in this book.
Yeah,
because like her whole world has been tipped upside down
for real.
But I feel like Feyre was a little bit. She was like, well, you're here now, so why are you moping?
Yeah, for real. She's like, okay.
She's like, stop moping.
She's like, just, do you want
and then she was getting mad at Nesta for getting mad at her, and Nesta was like, I'm trying to protect Elaine. Like, what?
Yeah, I felt there was a lot happening in there. Like, again, like, it was just like
rivalry.
Sibling dynamics.
Yeah.
Which is valid, you
but
know?
Wasn't there also a bit where they did actually go back to the human land to meet Grayson or something?
Yeah.
And then he was like awful.
Ew.
I don't know why she was even engaged to him in the first place.
I know,
because he was an awful man.
He wasn't even like before he found out she was a fairy. He was awful.
He was just awful.
He just wasn't nice.
Yeah.
And didn't he live in like a thing with like wood, like stone walls around?
I don't know.
He was like, I built stone walls around. I'm so scared of the fairy. Oh, grow up.
Yeah.
For real.
There's a wall to protect you. Like, come
for real,
on.
grow up, man. Like, no one cares. Anyways, moving swiftly on.
So I can't actually remember what happened between that and the High Lord meeting. There's like a big chunk, a good like 200 pages here, where I have no idea what happened.
Something happened.
It was them preparing for the war, I guess.
Yeah.
It was them like trying to get like alliance with like the other High Lords.
Yeah.
So they organised like this High Lord meeting.
And what a meeting
we all
it was.
know what's happening here. It's when Tamlin shows up and they're all like, really, this guy.
Although they did invite him though, because he is a High Lord.
Yeah, but they weren't expecting him to show up.
But they were like, they kind of like invited him, and they were like, please don't show.
Yeah.
Like, please.
I think they weren't expecting him to.
Yeah, they kind of have to invite him out of like, you know, like democracy.
To show like an alliance.
But like they're like, they're just like, please don't show. We didn't actually want you there. We just had to.
And they know like he's on the side of Highburn, so they're like, well, he's just going to listen to all of this and go straight to Highburn. honestly.
Isn't it?
But it's this bit where
yeah, here we go.
Tamlin says, if you hadn't stolen my bride away in the night restand, I would not have been forced to take such drastic measures to get her back. And then Feyre says, the sun was shining when I left you. Clocked! Clocked! Clocked!
That's wild.
It's also the fact that he calls her his bride.
That's weird.
I find, like, is that all she was to you? A bride?
It's giving like she is the cat's mother.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be like, sorry, do I have a name?
It's also my bride. She doesn't belong to you.
And also the way that Feyre is, like, literally sat there. Like, if someone said, it's like,
yeah.
if someone said to you, when, like, if we were married, if someone said to you, when I was, like, sat there, like, oh, you stole my bride, I'd be like, I'm sat right here.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, do I not have a name? Can you not speak to me?
Yeah.
Why are you speaking to my husband?
And yeah, exactly. It's this stolen my bride, as if she's, like, your property.
For real.
Girl.
Oh my god, girl.
Oh, Tamlin, shut up.
See, this I can't get by.
I know.
Like, I felt bad for him in the beginning, then this all happened.
And then he
keeps
like, being like the worst human being to ever exist. Not even human being.
She's just
Faye. But yeah, and then it's
this is wild.
it's this, okay, so there is a swear in here, so I will censor it myself. So it's when Tamlin says, when you F her, have you ever noticed that little noise she makes right before she climaxes?
That is
and then
such
Azriel I literally screamed at this part. Azriel, like, cold death, be careful how you speak about my high lady.
I love him.
I'm sorry, his book is gonna be wild.
If it's not the next one, I'm gonna have issues.
Yeah.
Like, wow. Like, he has the most aura out of anyone.
He does. It's the fact that he hardly speaks. He's just sort of in the shadows. But when he speaks, when he has a moment, he has a moment.
He knows what he's saying.
Knows,
he says it.
Yeah.
Cool, calm, and collected.
Yeah. He stays silent until he has something to say. And when he has something to say, you're like,
oh, I'm glad he said it.
Yeah.
Wow. His book is going to be wild. And I'm not ready.
Who do we think he's going to end up with, by the way?
Me.
Because there's so many theories about this, isn't there?
Yeah.
Is it Elaine? Is it Gwyn? I kind of loved him and Gwyn in
I liked
Silver Flames.
Was her name Gwyn?
Was it Gwyn?
Gwen.
I feel like it was
Gwen.
I thought it was with
Gwyn.
a Y. This is our issue. Neither of us
I
can pronounce these names.
I thought Gwen was spelt with a Y. Like Gwen Stacy.
No, that's with an E.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I can't even pronounce Illyrian, so I don't know what's going on here.
I don't know.
So anyways. I think it's Gwyn.
Yeah, we'll call it that.
We'll call it Gwyn. But I quite liked him with Gwyn in Silver Flames.
I liked him with
But then
Gwyn.
I kind of liked him with Elaine.
Thruple.
Dare I say? Dare I say?
You know what? Dare you say? Yes, please say.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Nesta was already planning it with two of them.
Nesta and her little Azriel Cassian fantasy.
Wild. We'll get to that.
We'll get to that. Next episode, we'll get to that. Honestly.
Oh, wild.
Oh. But that meeting was insane.
And also, Tamlin is really insulting himself there.
I know, little noise.
I'd be like, little? Because, like, I read chapter 54 in the last
I don't
book.
think she was making any little noises.
Oh. I'd be like, mate, like, one insult to yourself. Embarrassing.
He literally, like, exposed himself there.
He really did.
Like, little.
Like, if I was sat there, I'd be like, huh? What a weird thing to say.
If I was Feyre, I'd be like, yeah, it was a little.
I'd be like, girl.
I'm not even sure I did climax, actually.
That fake noise I made. Anyway,
moving on. Oh my god, wait.
What is next?
The page I've just flipped to, when the serial dies.
Oh my god.
We need to
skip past, please.
We need to just grieve for
a minute of silence.
We need
to
take a minute of silence. Okay. There it was. Oh, I can't. So
this is actually really upsetting me.
Basically, the serial gives a message to Feyre for Amren, I think.
Yeah.
Which we'll get to in like the war bit of this book. The war bit.
The last like 300
the last
pages.
like 300 pages of this book. But yeah, and then when he's like talking to Feyre, he suddenly, right, I can't even, the one thing that burst through the serial's throat as an ash arrow, to realise that what sprayed in my face, landing on my tongue and tasting like soil was black blood. Literally, when that happened, I gasped.
I literally had to like put the book down.
I had to like stop.
Why is my favourite character just died?
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I couldn't. And then, yeah, so Ianthe was there with 2 Highburn soldiers behind her. That woman, I couldn't, I hated her.
Everything she did was annoying. It wasn't even like, you know, like one of them people that you just want to be inconvenienced, like,
Sorry,
forever.
I was like, I was trying to hold it in and I was like... Anyway, carry on.
One of them people you just want to be inconvenienced forever. Like, I want her to get stuck in traffic. I want her to get stuck behind a tractor every time she drives her car.
Yeah.
Like, I want her cup of tea to always go cold before she manages to drink it.
I want her shower to be cold.
Yeah.
Ice cold
like,
as she steps in.
No, you know what I want? I want, like, her to get in the shower and put all the shampoo in her hair and then it goes cold.
And then it goes cold.
Because that's worse. You can't just get out. You have to wash your hair out. That's what I want.
Yeah. I want her heating to turn off in the middle of winter.
For real. I want her boiler to break. Like, peak winter in the UK.
I want her to have no air conditioning, no fan or anything in the middle of summer.
Yeah. All the fans have not sold out Argos. She can't buy anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways,
we
feel a lot of hatred.
Yeah, but we don't need to worry about that because then Feyre leads her to the Weaver's cottage.
As she should.
Feyre was smart here. She knew where she was and she was like, I know where I can go.
Yeah.
And she was like, I have like a bad bitch that I know.
I have like network connections here.
Yeah.
She was
like, I stole my engagement ring from this woman.
I know what I'm doing.
I couldn't believe that. When Reese was like, okay, so here's your engagement. And she was like, is that the ring that I stole from the Weaver's cottage? He's like, yeah.
He's like, of course it is. He's
like, oh, wasn't it something about like his mum wanted to make sure who he ended up with was like worthy or something?
Something like that. I'd be like, you were actually joking me, I nearly died. Like, what?
So she goes to the Weaver's cottage and Ianthe, because she's stupid, follows her. And then she traps her in there with the Weaver. Honestly, that was beautiful.
Yeah.
I read that and I was like, yes. That is the ending that Ianthe deserved.
The Weaver ate well that night.
Yeah.
She had a good soup.
She did.
Like,
she did.
Good soup.
She did. Good soup. Good soup. But yeah, it's this bit, the unending screams followed me for half a mile. Girl.
That's
graphic.
Quite far. That's
big
quite
graphic.
Far.
But you know what? It's Ianthe, so I don't care.
Yeah. It is.
She got what she deserved in the end.
She was so annoying.
And I was so glad when she died. Are you joking? I like celebrated. I was like reading this book and I was like, yeah!
She was just annoying.
She was, every time she showed up, I just wanted to like rip the book.
Every page I turned and her name was on it. Oh.
I was like, oh, here she goes again. So when she died, I was like, yeah, finally.
Yeah, here we go.
Finally. Oh yeah. And then Elaine, it's just every page I turn, I'm like, oh yeah, this happened. Elaine got kidnapped by the cauldron.
Yes.
Do you remember the cauldron was like calling out to her?
The cauldron was a diva.
The cauldron was like, hey bitch.
Hey girl.
Like, get in.
Get in, loser, we're going shopping. Get in, loser, we're going to the war.
Yeah, literally. So Elaine got like kidnapped. And then Asriel, he was like very adamant that he was going to go and save her. Which is why I kind of want Elaine and Asriel to be together.
But I also think
I also kind of want Elaine and
Elaine and who?
That's a different one. Elaine and Gwyn. Asriel and Gwyn to be together.
I feel like Asriel was also the most qualified to go.
Yeah.
Like I feel like if I got kidnapped right now,
yeah, like he controls shadows.
I'd want him to come after me because I feel like he would just do the job.
Yeah.
Like he wouldn't be faffing about.
Yeah, he's all business. Like,
yeah, he's all business, no mess. Like. Anyways.
Why did I just see that Justin Bieber meme in my head?
It's
like, I don't think it's clocking to you.
I'm standing on business, is it?
That's Asriel.
Asriel was standing on business his whole
Literally,
time.
Asriel. Because like this whole time wasn't Feyre. I mean, good for her, but she was trying to save like this other girl, and Asriel was like, "We don't have time." Yeah. He was standing on business.
He was standing on business.
He was there like, "Girl,
come on."
He was like, "We don't have time." She's like, "I don't care." But yeah, and Jurian was like on their side. Jurian was like helping them.
A good guy in the end.
It was really weird because I hated him at the start, and then towards the end, I was like, you know what?
He's kind of a diva. I don't know.
Jurian was kind of diva.
He was a bit of a diva.
Yeah, and then as they're like getting Elaine like out of that war camp, doesn't Tamlin follow them in like his beast form?
Yes.
Yes.
Question mark.
I'm just remembering stuff as I'm going through it. I swear, and he's like howling, and I was like.
Huh?
Stop.
Oh yeah, because he had to like run away and run through some portal thing.
Yeah.
On a hill, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't remember. Anyway,
that happened.
We're so bad at like reviewing these books because we're like, what happened? I remember vaguely something that happened.
Something. These things happen.
Yeah. But yeah, and then obviously they like enter the war, and Feyre's dad actually becomes helpful for once.
Yeah.
To be fair, when I read this bit, I was like. I screamed.
Yeah, I was like, wow, this guy.
I was like, wow. It was the bit where it's like, he calls himself the Prince of Merchants. Apparently he discovered the human queens were traitors months ago and has been gathering an independent human army to face Hybern ever since. Oh yeah, because wasn't their dad, like, just gone for this book?
Yeah, we were unsure as to where he was.
Like, he was just not there.
Yeah, he just kind of, like, disappeared.
Feyre was like, where's dad? And Nesta and Elaine were like,
I don't know.
He was just gone.
He's just not here.
But yeah, and then the ships at the front of the human armada became clear, along with the gold lettering on their sides. The Feyre, the Elaine, the Nesta, with my father at the helm. That was quite cute. I loved that he shows up in the end.
Yeah, in the very end.
Yeah, he becomes a good dad literally right at the very end of his life.
But you know what?
Because then he dies.
Better late than never.
Better late than never. And then obviously throughout, like, I feel like there was so many different plot lines in the war. Like the actual fighting part of it, there was so many different like teams doing different things. But Amren and Feyre go to like find the cauldron. I think so they can like destroy it. Oh no, I don't think they need to just because if they destroy it, it like basically breaks the world. But I think they have to like get it away from Hybern, like get rid of the control that Hybern has over it.
Yeah.
The cauldron's endless power slammed into me, a wave threatening to sweep me under a storm with no end. And then she can't like get a hand off. And she's like, what is this trap that Amren set? She's like, oh my god, she's trapped me. Yeah. And then Amren just says, I'm sorry I lied to you. I was gagged. I read that and I was like, girl, what? For $3, this woman, like, what?
What? Yeah, what?
Because, like, we've looked, I mean, to be fair, she wasn't in the first book, but still, the past 2 books, like, we've been growing, like, attached to her.
I like her.
And then all of a sudden it was like, I'm sorry I lied to you. I was like,
lied?
Plot twist of the century.
Lied?
Like, plot twist of the century.
Yeah, what the hell?
But I figured out why that happens. Because when we were, like, going through this book, we were like, why did she do that?
I still don't know.
I found, I shall reveal. I shall reveal all. I found the post to know where it happened. Hang on, where is it? So I found the post to know where it happened.
I'm on edge.
Oh, this was it. So the serial's message for Amren was that it was an unbinding spell for her, because obviously she is this, like, ancient, what was that? I was like, she's this, I, like, glitched for a second. I was like, this. Anyway, she's this like ancient beast, isn't she? Like some weird monster.
Oh yeah.
And I still don't know what she is.
I don't think anyone knows.
I don't think anyone knows. I don't think she's so ancient that no one knows. But it's an unbinding spell for her to basically become that, I guess, and like help in the war.
Yes.
So she needed Feyre to be a conduit, it says. Don't break the contact, I need you to be a conduit. So that she can go into the cauldron and become the beast that she is.
The thing.
And then I swear, doesn't she like go up in flames or something? We're like, oh, well, Amren's dead.
Yeah, and then she just like wasn't dead.
I don't understand how.
She just like, I think
she doesn't like come back as herself, does she? I think she comes back as like Faye.
Yeah, but that part of her like died, but she comes back as Faye.
Yeah. Because before, when she was in the prison, when she was like the beast, she can't feel anything. She has like no emotion, no feeling.
Yeah.
But then when she becomes like Amren, like the sort of Fae part of her that we see, that's when she falls in love with like Varian, doesn't she?
Yeah, her and Varian like a thing.
Yeah, and she's like, oh, I know what it feels to be human now. Oh my god, I jump scared myself.
Or is this the jump scare?
Covered Cassian's body with her own.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh my god, oh my god.
So Cassian like nearly dies. Oh, this whole bit with Nestor and Cassian. Oh my god, wait.
This is very important as well.
So Cassian's like, oh my god, I just need to read this. A broken sound of pain ripped from him. Go, he barked at her. I can't, she breathed, voice breaking. I can't. The same words Reese had given him. Cassian grunted in pain but lifted his bloodied hands to cup her face. Oh my god. I've no regrets in my life but this. His voice shook with every word. That we did not have time. That I did not have time with you, Nestor. She didn't stop him as he leaned up and kissed her lightly, as much as he could manage.
Stop it.
That is like, I can't.
That's wild.
That broke me when I first read that.
Insane.
It's that my only regret in life is that I did not have more time with you. Stop.
He's lived like 500 years.
I know.
It's
and
crazy.
He wants more time with her.
Hashtag no regrets.
But can I also say I knew from this point like they're mates.
Clearly. Oh yeah,
very clearly.
I knew from the point when they were
when they met, like
when they went to their house and then they were like beefing. I was like, yeah, like
they're mates. Yeah. And then like in Silver Flame, she's shocked, and I was like, okay, but we all saw this coming from a mile away. Yeah, from a mile away, we knew this was happening.
They were like literally the best like enemies to lovers.
Oh
ever.
Yeah.
Also, they weren't really enemies. He was her enemy.
Yeah. He like was like, oh, she's kind of cool, and she was like, oh, I hate him. I hate him.
Like they literally, he was her enemy.
Yeah.
He would just head over heels for her.
Yeah, literally.
It's like half enemies to lovers, which made it better. Oh.
It was like him constantly trying to like get her attention, like a little puppy, and she was like,
real.
No.
She was like,
"You're so annoying. Go away. What are you doing?"
Oh my god.
But yeah, and then the King of Hybern stepped into that clearing, dark power wafting from his fingertips, and even the cauldron seemed to pause in surprise. Oh yeah, because Feyre can see all this like through the cauldron, can't she? because she's like connected to the cauldron. So
Yes.
it's showing her like parts of the
Everything.
war,
Yeah.
which was a really clever way of doing it, like to see different points
Yeah,
of view.
yeah. I kind of love that.
Surprise or some feeling as Nesta looked at the king with death twining around his hands, then down at Cassian and covered Cassian's body with her own. Stop it.
Stop it.
Stop it. Stop it.
Stop.
But
right
yeah,
now.
and then, oh my god, and then Elaine stabs the king. I forgot that happened.
Yes.
Diva.
Yes.
I just read the next page and it says, "Don't you touch my sister." That reminds me of Molly Weasley when she's like, "Don't touch." What is it?
Oh,
"Don't touch my daughter,
yeah,
you bitch."
bitch. Yeah.
Icon. Yeah. So Elaine like stabs the king, and then Nesta like gets up and she twists the blade. It's this bit where it says,
"Yeah, this is relevant."
Yeah,
as well.
in Nesta's eyes, it was the same look, the same gleam that she'd had that day in Highburn when she pointed a finger at him in a death promise. She smiled a little as if she remembered too, because when she goes into the cauldron, she points at him.
Yeah.
So this is like a nice circle moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full circle.
Loved that full circle moment.
Full circle.
Where she's like, "I promised I'd kill you." He's
and
like,
here we are.
And here we are. So the king dies.
Yeah, the king
Love.
died.
And I was like really surprised it was Elaine.
Yeah, me too. I liked that though.
I did like that. It shows that Elaine has some sort of.
And it wasn't just like Feyre.
Yeah.
Because like we all
thought
that was going.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it wasn't.
Because Feyre's here to save the day always. Jigs. But yeah, I kind of love that because it does show as well that Elaine has some sort of like power and a bit of like viciousness in her.
She has like a bit of oomph.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this book we find out, isn't she like a seer? She can see like into the future and stuff, can't she?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
That is yes.
It rings a bell.
It rings a bell.
It rings a bell.
So I'm thinking, OMG, like traitors.
Girl.
Like, yes.
Not that being where your head went.
Like Frankie in Traitor season 3. Slay. It's this jump scare.
I just got another jump scare.
And then I was shot 57 times. I know
Reese
what
was
this is.
dead. Shut up.
Stop
it.
Shut up.
Why did I turn to that page? It's just, but Reese was dead. Stop.
Stop.
Oh yeah, because right, I can't handle this couple because the first book, Reese watches Feyre die.
Yeah.
The second book, they get together. That's all great.
Yeah,
whatever.
cute.
Then Feyre's like break the bond.
What?
And goes to the Spring Court, leaves.
Uh-huh.
And then the third book, Reese dies. What is it with these two?
They're kind of problematic.
They are. At the end of every single book, they get separated.
Something is going
Something
wrong.
happens. Like, what?
What?
But isn't this because, like, the cauldron is, like, breaking, and they're like, the cauldron can't break because then all things will cease to exist.
Yes.
So Feyre's, like, trying to mend the cauldron.
The cauldron is really that deep.
Literally. The cauldron's, like, at the centre of everything.
The cauldron's like, fine, I'll die, and so will all of you.
The cauldron's like, I'm the centre of attention here, okay? None of you exist without me. But yeah, so Feyre's like trying to mend the cauldron, and I think Reese like gives her some of his power, and it's this like I knew what was about to happen because it's this bit where, oh my god, I felt him tremble behind me, heard his wet rasp of breath. I tried to turn. "I love you," he said again. The third and final crack began to heal over. His power began to sputter, but it kept flowing out. I threw mine into it, sparks and snow and light and water. Together we threw everything in. We gave every last drop. But, like, it's that bit where it's, like, he's clearly struggling. I was like, he's gonna die. I knew at that point. And then it's the "I love you" because he can feel himself going. And then, yeah, it's just this bit where she's like, it wasn't there. That thing that rose and fell with each breath, that echoed each heartbeat, the mating bond, it wasn't there. It was gone because his own chest was not moving and Reese was dead.
Jump scare.
I remember reading this at work. I was just sat there like crying. I was like, "What are you on about? What do you mean Reese is dead?" But the thing was as well, because this was like right at the very end of the book, and I knew the next book was Nesta and Cassie, and I was like, "Wait, he could
actually die.
He could actually be dead."
Yeah. Like I was actually quite jump scared.
I know. And then obviously like all the High Lords like offer their power to bring Reese back the same way they brought Feyre back.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And it's this bit with like Tamlin.
I was scared.
I thought something was gonna get like he was just gonna not.
I thought he was gonna be like, you know what? Nice try.
This is what you get for leaving me. This is what you get for tearing my court down.
I really thought that's where I was going.
And then it's when Feyre's just saying, "Please, please, I will give you anything," and then he gives like his piece of power and he says, "Be happy, Feyre," and then he dropped that final kernel of light onto Reese. And then Reese comes back.
So he was a nice guy in the end.
He was a nice guy in the end. Yeah, this is the thing. He literally saved Reese's life. And then
Yeah.
in the next books, they keep like going to like torment him.
Isn't it?
So I feel like Tamlin actually got his redemption in this book.
Leave it be. Like, this is what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like, in the 5th one, when Rhys goes and he's like, "Oh, there's not much here, Tamlin. What's gone wrong?"
He literally like saved your life. What do you want about?
Literally, just leave it be. Put it to bed.
I feel like Tamlin had his redemption.
Yeah,
They should have just left it at that.
leave
But
it.
all through like ACOFAS and the Court of Silver Flames, like Rhys keeps going to like the Spring Court, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Lol, look at you with nothing, no friends, no one."
Literally,
Just leave him.
Leave him be.
He
now.
saved your
It's
life. He
done.
brought you back from the dead.
Done.
Without him, you would not be here.
For real. But that's enough.
Yeah.
Anyways, that was ACOWAR.
So that was ACOWAR. Let's get on to ACOFAS.
ACOFAS. Well, there's not too much.
Yeah,
in
not a
this
lot
one.
happened in this book.
This was like a nice little Christmas special. However,
Yeah.
I read it in like October.
That is true.
But if you're gonna read one at Christmas, read this one because it is literally like a Christmas
It is like
special.
a nice little Christmas special, and it's a nice way for the point of views to change as well. Because obviously, Court of
Yes.
Silver Flames is Cassian and Nesta,
Yes.
and obviously, like the last 3 books, we've always had Feyre's point of view.
Whereas the last one is in 3rd person.
It is as well,
The
yeah.
one
It's
where
not
it's
even
not
in,
from
yeah,
someone's point of view.
yeah.
It's
But I
from-
think this was this was like a nice way to change. Like you saw everyone's point of view, so then you get used to
Yes.
Cassian and Nesta's point of view as well.
Yes. Well, we kind of didn't have much till the end of the book.
Yeah, it was literally a Christmas special.
But like we were saying, like it was kind of nice how it was just kind of like a chill one.
yeah,
And like we also love the headcanon where Moore is like awful at giving presents.
literally.
I love that
But I feel like
canon.
that would be me. Are you joking? 500 years of trying to find Christmas presents every year.
Oh.
I would just be like, here's a pen. I
Here's-
don't know what to get you this year.
Here's his notebook I saw in the works.
Yeah,
It looks nice.
His. I mean, for Amryn, here's a piece of jewelry I gave you 2 years ago.
Because
but-
all you want
yeah.
is jewelry. But we did have some excitement at the end of
At
the
the
book,
end of the
which
book.
did right. Where is it?
Where is it? Where's
Why
the
can I
post-it
not?
note?
Wow. Here we go. So basically what's happened is this is the bit where they're having the little solstice, like they're having a little solstice.
Yeah.
Like it's solstice.
It's solstice.
And basically Nesta shows up because she's like, I probably should. And then it's a bit awkward because like she hasn't bought anyone a present, and the only person that's bought her a present is Elaine. And it's a bit awkward because obviously Feyre was like, I didn't realize she was going to show up. And didn't
But
like
can I also say, like, Feyre was asking her to show up this whole time.
didn't like Feyre like pay her rent for her to show up.
Yeah.
Like she got to the door and she was like, "Here's the rent," and Nesta was like, "Cheers, thanks." So then Nesta left because literally here like the banker's note for her rent and then some. Like fair enough. And then like Feyre's like, "Oh, I prayed she wouldn't take it, that she would tell me to tear it up." But Nesta's lips only tightened, her fingers unwavering as she took the money. Like, I mean, fair enough. Like, if someone offered me like a bank check, I would be like, no.
Yeah.
But anyways,
I do feel like, in a way, Nesta is using Feyre.
yeah.
But I also kind of get it because she's in this situation.
Uh-huh.
Not because of Feyre. It was because of like Tamlin.
Yeah.
But do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's struggling. Like both her and Elaine are struggling. Although this book, Elaine like sort of comes back, doesn't she?
Yeah,
And
Elaine's kind of like turned it around.
Yeah, she's turned around. Whereas we see Nesta like really struggling.
Yeah.
And I feel like Feyre the whole time is just a bit like, oh, but come to Christmas.
Yeah, we
I
were
know you're
saying this.
depressed and you're an alcoholic, but please come to Christmas.
She's just like, oh, come on, everyone's gonna be
Literally.
there, please, because it's embarrassing.
Nesta's like, I literally want to end my life. And Feyre's like, don't worry about that. Like, that's
She's
not,
like,
it's
no.
not about you, Nesta. It's a family Christmas.
It's like, but it's solstice. Come on, I'll pay your rent, please. I'll give you more money for your drinking. Like, I kind of get it on both sides, but it was just a very unhealthy situation happening on both sides.
On both sides.
But this literally, like, is so exciting. The bit when it's like, so Nesta's just left, she's like walking home. Feyre's kind of looking after her, like that's annoying. She's actually leaving. Are you ready? The floorboards footed behind me, and then I was being gently but forcibly moved to the side. It happened so fast, I barely had time to realise that Cassian had gone storming past, right out the front door, to my sister. Are you joking? And then get this, the next chapter is Cassian's point of view. The way
the most exciting part of this book.
The way I locked in, I love that. When it's like enemies to lovers, or in this case, like enemy to lover. It's like, and then it's their point of view next.
Yeah.
Wow. Are you joking? Cassian's point of view, and he's literally so fuming. He's like, he'd had enough of the coldness, the sharpness, enough of the sword straight spine, and the razor sharp stare that had only honed itself in these months. Like, he's just so
He's
over
mad.
it. Like, he's mad. He's literally fuming. He's like raging after her. And then he finds her and he's like, it was only when I feel like I need to read this entire chapter. It was only when Cassie reached her that he realized he had nothing to say that wouldn't make her laugh in his face. I'll walk you home was all that came out. But she's just kind of like, ew, like, I don't want
She's like,
you
get
to.
away from me.
So she's just like, ew, like, leave me alone. And then they have this massive argument. Like, Nesta's saying, like, go back to the house. She just keeps saying, like, go back to the house. And he's like, oh, I will after I drop you off at your front door. And she's like, oh my gosh. And then he gets her the present.
Oh, yeah.
And then he's like, oh, he bought her a present. Like, did we find out what that is?
I actually don't think so, because didn't he, like, throw it into the river or
He
something?
did, and they mentioned it in Silver Flames, but I don't know if we found out. I don't know, I'll Google it after this.
Yeah.
I don't know, if anyone knows, let us know, but I don't know if we did. But, like, yeah, and then she's like, no. And then he says, are you sure about that, sweetheart?
Stop
Are
it.
you joking? Yeah, and he's thinking like, oh, I have no regrets in my life but this. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's thinking of all them words.
Oh my god, I know. But this is what gets me, because I feel like in the war they turned a corner. Like, Nesta was so obviously like in love with him in the war, and then all of a sudden she's like turned a cold shoulder. Like, if I was Cassian, I would be pissed as well.
Yeah, I'd be like,
I'd be mad.
Yeah, because to be fair, like, it is annoying.
Like, he literally poured his heart out as he was dying.
Kissed.
They
on his
kissed,
deathbed.
and then all of a sudden she's like, no, I don't like you. And
She's
he's
like,
like,
I
what?
don't, yeah, he's like, I don't want anything from you. Like, who are you?
Yeah.
And he's like, did that mean nothing?
Yeah,
What?
literally.
But like, yeah, and then like, oh my gosh, it's like a live reaction. Yeah. Oh my god, this is it. Like, when he says like, well, everyone else is, like, tired. He says, I'm tired of playing these bull games, and then she says, I'm not. And then he says, well, everyone else is. Perhaps you can find it in yourself to try a little harder this year. And she says, try. And he says, I know that's a foreign word to you. Oh my gosh.
I kind of love when there's like arguments like this.
This was like this argument I lived for. She's like, stop following me, stop trying to hold me into a happy little circle, stop doing all of it. Like, and then she says, go home. And then he says, oh my god, why were they holding hands? They were holding hands. Oh my god. Oh my god, they were holding hands. Yeah. Yeah, and then she just like walks off, and then yeah, he threw it in the river. Yeah.
Which I found really sad.
I know, but then it was her point of view, and she was like, oh, she just felt nothing.
Yeah.
She's like, she said like, still the silence raged and echoed around her, still she felt nothing.
It's because like she feels really bad, doesn't she? Because she's always had a very bad relationship with her dad.
Yeah.
And then like he died, and she had like no opportunity to like salvage that relationship.
Yeah.
And then Feyre's like, oh, but you're being such a bad sister. And she's like, I do not care. she's like Feyre,
right
seriously, I don't
She's like,
care.
I'm trying to survive.
She's like, every time I hear a fire, I hear my dad's neck snapping. Just leave me.
Please, for 2 seconds. But then I get that people were just like, it's like one ditch attempt. Like, everyone was just trying to like get her to do something.
Yeah.
Like I get that. But then, like, she's, like, feeling so numb that she doesn't feel that. Like, she's like, I know everyone feels rage and everyone feels love and everyone... But she's like, I'm feeling nothing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, so that was sad. But that was kind of, like, the last we saw of Nesta in this book.
Yeah.
Kind of had to wait till the next one. Crazy. And then we just said, I like the bit at the end. I like the little quote where, like, Reese says, to the stars who listen, and then Faye replies with, to the dreams that are answered. I like that.
Cute.
That's cute.
That is cute.
Like, I kind of want like a poster with that on.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, like, they just like Cassie went back to Solstice and just kind of was like, haha, happy families.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of like my favorite bits of this book.
Yeah.
But like
in this book as well, Feyre like set up that art studio.
Oh, the painting shop. Yeah. I still love the fact that it's like
canon.
A meme that she
Not canon,
it's like
but
it's her like
head
canon. Head canon that she can't paint.
And she set up like a whole art studio. I was reading it like, oh.
I do kind of love that though. She set up and like people in what's it called? Valerius. That place. Yeah. People in the City of Stars could like, is that what it's called? Yeah, City of Stars could like learn to paint as well. Like she was like, I want to share my passion with others. And I do like that for her.
Yeah. And
that was kind of like her last thing that she did in her books.
Yeah.
Like I know she's in the next book, but not really. And like,
was it this book as well that she told Reese she's pregnant? I feel like it was right at the end of this book. She said she was pregnant. Gonna have to check the receipts.
VAR that one.
I feel like it is. I remember it being, because in the next one she is pregnant, isn't she?
It's very likely, yes. It's very likely.
We do not remember anything that happened in these books.
At some point, she's pregnant.
Yeah, and it's with the
Yes.
baby that the bone carver like showed, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, because that's a whole thing in the next book.
That's a whole thing.
That's a whole
We'll
thing.
get on to that.
We'll get onto that in the next episode. So thanks for watching and
yeah.
listening.
Thanks so much for watching and listening.